It's just a USB.
This was a terrible idea.
Mini me. One-handed. Motorcycles. Today's video is sponsored by AG1.
We bought the cheapest pocket bike on Amazon, and today we're installing a race engine.
Hold on. Pocket bikes are known for being really cheaply made, and this is the cheapest one we could find online, and you want to add a ton of horsepower?
That's right, because if this works, we're gonna turn this thing into a true pocket rocket.
Or it's gonna crash and burn. All right, so this thing is listed as having a 49cc four-stroke engine. I hope that's a misprint. I hope it's a two-stroke, because a 49cc four-stroke is probably like a horsepower and a half.
If even.
Like, seriously.
That's pretty bad.
I've never seen a four-stroke that small. So I'm hoping they just got it wrong and it's actually a two-stroke, so it'll actually move an adult.
Oh,
Ta-da!
yeah.
Wait, that doesn't look like a pocket bike.
It says OHC on it.
So it's an overhead cam two-stroke.
They don't have cams on two strokes. This is a four-stroke, dude.
Dude, this thing has dual exhaust? Hold on, all is forgiven. It has dual exhaust. And it Y's right there and goes under the engine.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, that is sick. You know how much a dual exhaust kit costs on a dirt bike? You could probably buy like 4 of these things for just the cost of the dual exhaust.
It is kind of small, dude, but I've seen smaller.
So this thing was around $450 delivered, and on paper, it ticks all the boxes. Front and rear suspension, front and rear disc brakes, and an easy-to-start 49cc four-stroke engine. So, I mean, on paper, all we need is a racing engine, and this thing is going to be sweet. I don't think it's going to be that simple, because this chassis is the thinnest stamped steel I've ever seen.
Oh, I hope it's got lights.
There's no way this thing has working lights for that price tag.
It might. I don't know how, but oh my gosh, it's got wires going. It's got lights.
Bummer. This is probably going to go as fast as someone can run. That's dangerous. Were they supposed to be?
That's just not tight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ye of little faith, sir.
They claim this thing puts out 2 kilowatts, which is like 3 horsepower.
No way.
There's no way this is 3 horsepower. 3 horsepower is like a 98 or a 79.
Yeah.
Not a 49.
No.
The fairings are cool. It's gonna make it hard for swapping in our racing engine, but I mean, they look sweet at least.
Yeah.
So you pop the seat from the bottom like that, and oh, you plug a, it looks like you plug a phone battery bank into this thing. And that's your headlight. It's just a USB.
Perfect.
You wouldn't download a motorcycle.
Or maybe it's there for charging up your computer.
Oh yeah, your ECU, huh?
Yeah.
So this thing comes with a second pull cover. It's either nice thinking or foreshadowing.
Feel that compression, huh?
Yeah, it says 7.5 to 1. I believe it. Yeah. Our chainsaw is literally a 42, and that's a 49.
So just a couple more touches and we'll be able to take this thing out for its maiden voyage. I'm pretty excited. I want to see what this little 49cc will do. It's looking pretty good, man. Thing's tiny. All right, so we got the bike all together, and I was just thinking, before we crank this thing up, why don't we look into changing the oil? Because a lot of times these engines, not in this one in particular, but a lot of the ones that we get come with shipping oil, and it's best to drain that out and put fresh, good oil in it before you even run it. So let's see if we can find the drain plug on this thing and drain this oil out of it, and I'm not feeling it. All right, that sump is really small. Oh, you know what? This thing might be so cheap, it has no drain for it. It might be under this pull cover. I just want to be thorough, guys. I'm gonna take this loose, pull it back, remove the cover, and just see if there's a drain behind the cover. This would be absolutely ridiculous to remove the pool cover every time you gotta change oil. I bet you it's not under here. I think we found the cheapest engine out there. But it's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. It's gonna be so fun. You know what? The engine support is from this. The engine just shifted when I undid that bolt. There is no drain plug on this. We're gonna turn this thing up on end and we're gonna take the fill plug out and drain out what is in there. I'm gonna get a little creative. Of course I could put this on the ground, stand it up, but you know, it'd be easier with a friend. I got an idea.
Safety first.
Safety second.
Oh.
First. Nothing wrong with that, right? It'll be fine.
So our port's just right up in there.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh goodness.
Where's it going?
Maybe in the fairing. We'll just tell John this thing leaks oil. Don't want it on the tire. Oh my goodness.
He might wonder why it's up above the engine.
It's blowing oil all over the place. I'll just tell him it was an accident. And this is a beautiful bike and don't hold a grudge against no drain plug. That's, I don't know. Let's get this, well, let's get it sitting on the ground, dude.
Yeah, it's already empty?
I hope so. We're good. Oh no.
No. Okay, well. I found the oil.
This was a terrible idea. So, just to let y'all know, that was a bad idea. It was very messy. I mean, it got the job done, but as you can see, it was very messy. So, yeah, don't do what we do. That was a bad idea. Plus, I got oil all over the front tire, which means can't put it on the track anytime soon. Oh my God. What is this? That's methanol.
It's not the worst thing it could have been.
Bad. Let's try that again, shall we?
You mean for the first time?
Sure. All right. So let's get some fuel in this thing. Fire it up for the first time. See how it does. I'm gonna say it's gonna start in 2 pulls.
5.
Boys, I am so ready to get some real horsepower in this pocket bike before we head down to Texas for the Go Power Sports 180. By the time you guys are seeing this video, we'll have already been down there, so I'm gonna put together a little bit of a teaser for the video ahead.
This is our race winner right here, buddy.
Dude, what? All right, let's take it out.
I don't know if I like what I see.
Oh, yeah. The worst thing that we have is a broken frame right here on the back. My God, that's terrible.
One more time.
This looks fantastic.
So we got a long ways to go on this bike, but we've been having an awesome time so far. We got to fly halfway across the country. We're gonna meet a lot of awesome folks this weekend and put a lot of miles on these mini bikes. So I wanted to make sure to keep my nutrition on point. Now, it isn't easy to get whole fruits and vegetables while traveling and camping, but thankfully, thanks to AG1, it's easy to support my body every day wherever I am, and AG1 is sponsoring today's video.
1 scoop of AG1 in the morning with 8 to 12 ounces of cold water adds up to whole body health support from 75 plus vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and whole food sourced ingredients. It's part of my morning routine to mix up my AG1 and sip it as I head out the door to start my work day or prepare for a ride.
I really like AG1's immune support, especially while traveling and at a big event like this. It's also great for the holidays coming up, and my favorite benefit is the extra energy I get from AG1 Next Gen. It contains an enhanced B complex to support energy production starting at the cellular level without the afternoon crash. It's one of my favorite tricks on these long race weekends. They have a bunch of flavors to choose from, like citrus, tropical, berry, and their original flavor. I really like berry because it's got a hint of sweetness even though it has just less than 1 gram of naturally occurring sugar. But if you're on the fence, AG1 is flexible and risk-free. You can adjust, update, or cancel your membership at any time, so give it a shot. So go to drinkag1.com/carsandcameras or scan the QR code to claim your free welcome kit. You'll get a bottle of vitamin D3/K2, a shaker bottle, and a sample pack of all 3 new AG1 flavors. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. We're gonna get back to the pocket bike video back home, and you'll see the rest of our Texas adventures soon. Bottoms up. Delicious.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 2 pulls and it'll crank up. You say 5.
I do.
All right, let me see what I think of this thing first. Oh wow, this thing's fantastic.
Quite the snazzy looking ride you got there.
Thanks. All right, it seems like tire pressure is up. Is there a choke on this thing? I don't think there's a choke. Oh, there it is. Choke. Let's try this out. Ah! Was that 5?
10.
10.
All right. Wow, that thing sounds kind of awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna go play in the field over there.
All right.
Oh, it's so fast. Pretty good. This poor clutch, man, it's doing everything it can. I think I smell it.
You smell the clutch already?
Yeah, I think so. The only time it engaged was whenever I started going down the hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to go down the hill and up, and I'm going to come back full speed.
All right.
All right? Here we go.
Yeah, once he starts going, you can actually hear it ramp up in RPM. Here he comes. How was it?
I really don't want to say it, but John might have been right on this thing. I was just
Make sure he's not listening.
Yeah,
What is it?
It's terrible, dude. It's so twitchy going down the road. The clutch, I know, is probably glowing red right now. And when it finally did lock in completely, it only probably went 500 more RPM to the top speed.
Yeah, it was trying to engage.
Yeah.
It started climbing in RPM and then it just kind of stopped.
And when it engaged, that was about the top speed. And I'm thinking it's probably about 18 miles per hour. If a little kid that liked speed wanted a bike, this would probably be pretty good. If you trust your kid with a fast little bike. Now, when I say little kid, I'm thinking like 8 years old or something, you know? So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna just tell John how awesome this bike is, and maybe he won't want to take it out for a spin, and we'll just go straight to changing the engine over and he'll never know. John, this thing is awesome. It is so awesome, dude. I wish you could ride it, but we're just gonna go ahead and snatch this engine off and go straight to a different engine. Is that all right? Now make sure you crouch down behind that windshield. I spent a lot of time putting that windshield on.
I don't know if I'm getting older. The human body is not designed to fit in this position, but it's uncomfortable. Oh, I turn on the headlight?
Yeah, that's on.
That is super cool. Oh, that's loose.
Yeah, we did.
Why are the handlebars already rusty?
Now, about this time, John's gonna be figuring out how twitchy that motorcycle is, because whenever I was on it, it was like, and it's only doing like 18 miles per hour. Yeah, thing is like twitchy, but it's so cool. I like it. All right, so now he's probably about turning around at the top of the hill. He's finding out he's hitting his thumb on the fuel tank with a grip. He's coming back.
This might be the worst motorcycle I've ever ridden. This thing sounds awesome. I love the dual exhaust, but it's pretty useless.
Oh, so we should totally put a bigger engine on it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
My thumbs, check this out. My hands get crushed whenever I turn the wheel.
I don't think it was pitted.
That's
yesterday.
crazy. What's new out of the box? We unboxed this yesterday.
I don't remember it being rusty at all.
So would you come in here and like pour vinegar on it or something?
No.
I must say the top speed is higher than I wish it was, even right now.
I'm thinking it's about 18.
18 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. 24.6?
No way.
This thing goes 25 miles an hour?
Wow.
That is awful. All right, well, let's get it inside and get to work.
I bet you can't do a wheelie on it.
I'll try to do a burnout. Come on. Come on, man. Oh,
It was off.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
It has 2 positions.
Does it?
Nope. There we go.
Why is it smoking?
I don't know. It's smoking. Dude, how come our brand new engine with like 30 minutes of runtime on it is smoking already?
I don't know.
Got something to do with the fact that you filled up the crankcase with methanol?
No, not at all. Ran that out of it.
Wait, how did you find out about that?
Because you guys told me.
Oh, no.
All right, well, we got our work seriously cut out for us in just the install and then trying to hold on for dear life when we get it together.
You told him. I told him. Oh, God. He knows all the secrets.
He doesn't know all the secrets.
There are more secrets. That is not a great sound. That's a lot louder than it was earlier.
Yeah. All right, I don't know what that is, but...
And we were under the 440-pound capacity.
Right. We were only like 350?
50?
Something like that. Don't worry about it, guys. I got this by myself. I mean, it's just a sport bike.
All right, before we do anything else, there's something I have to do.
No.
I shall name him Mini-Me.
Oh, God, I love it. All right, dudes. How much trouble do you think it is to mount a bigger engine on this thing?
Probably a whole lot.
Well, the only way to find out is, I say we snatch that thing off and keep the dual exhaust.
Yep.
And see if another engine will cram in there. The bike is making some creaking sounds. We don't know what it is. It is incredibly underpowered, already smoking.
And somehow too fast.
Somehow too fast, and very twitchy.
We're about to make it a whole lot faster.
We definitely need to cram something like that in there.
This is the Tillotson 225cc racing engine from Go Power Sports. Right out of the box, this thing makes 15 horsepower, and it can make a regular size mini bike easily go 55 or 60 miles an hour. We're about to shove it in this thing. 49 cc's, 225, 4.5 times more displacement. Think it's gonna fit?
No. But we're gonna make it.
So first things first, we gotta pull all these fairings off and remove the engine. We wanna keep the dual exhaust, because like that's the one cool redeeming quality about this bike. And looking in here, that's like one of the thinnest engine plates I think I've ever seen. But we gotta take the fairing off first and see what we're really working with. I will say, this reminds me of the GSXR 50. You familiar with that bike?
No, sir.
Yeah, dude, back in the day, in the 80s, Suzuki made a 50cc version of their sport bike line.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, I saw one at the Pate swap meet years ago, and it was like $2,000, and I was like, who's gonna pay $2,000 for that? But I should have bought it because it's super cool. So we're building a GSXR 225. Except it's the great value version because this thing was from Amazon. So the other bike this reminds me of is the Honda ZB50. That's another, like, it's like a Street Fighter, but a 50. It's based off a Honda Z50. Super cool, super rare, just weird as heck. I would love to add one to the collection one day. There we go. Hey, this looks just like that cheap pit bike from Temu we did last year.
Kinda does, doesn't it?
They just put a body kit on it and called it a pocket bike.
And said it's a 4-stroke rather than a 2-stroke.
This is crazy. It's like, it's a 4-stroke engine, but it reminds me of a 2-stroke because it has like a carburetor with a primer bulb like you'd see on a chainsaw.
Yeah.
And I swear, the crankcase reminds me of a chainsaw engine too.
It reminds me of a 2-stroke.
They might have started with that architecture and figured out how to add a timing chain and a camshaft to it.
Yeah. That's my thought.
I sort of want to take this apart just to have a gander inside.
Okay. Look, this is hilarious. Look at what they're using for spacers.
Dude, they're stacking nuts.
They're stacking nuts.
Oh, I didn't know we built
spacers.
this thing.
Wow.
Wow, we have 4 stacked nuts sandwiching this engine plate. I didn't know these guys watch Cars and Cameras.
That is a classic Cars and Cameras thing. All right, boys, y'all ready?
Yep.
Get this engine out. This exhaust is interesting.
So the exhaust doesn't even clamp, it just sits in there.
Just sits in there.
All right.
Wow. One-handed.
One-handed. Engine and drive system. One-handed. And that's what we're installing.
I think we are going to have to take the exhaust out just to fit that engine in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if this was high-quality steel, I'd say it's way too thin for the amount of power we're going to put. This is like the steel they had left over from the lathe that they just, like, remelted and turned into this motorcycle.
That looks a lot like my first car.
Wasn't it your first car?
1981 Chevy Citation.
So, just to prove my point, let's get a little leverage on this thing.
Oh, it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving a lot.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of torque I'm putting on either. So, just looking at how much that is moving, we're gonna have to triangulate, reinforce the heck out of that whole area to get that engine to not fold the whole chassis in half. Well, let's do the first test fit of the GSXR 225. Oh, it almost fits. Oh no, the shock is right there. Yeah, that doesn't fit.
Almost does.
It almost fits. I mean, it almost looks like it's really cool. If we were to eliminate the rear shock or put like dual shocks back here, we could get the cylinder head valve cover moved way back and it would actually look natural.
That's kind of what I was thinking, dude.
Yeah. Of course, a monoshock is typical on a sport bike.
We just kind of relocate it.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's pull that shock out and we should be able to get that engine fit in there nice.
All right.
So I'm popping this shock out so we can fit the engine. Hopefully we can relocate this and keep the monoshock, because it is a cool look for the pocket rocket that we're building. All right, here's the shock. How do they expect 440 pounds to sit on this thing? All right, yeah, we can trim the plastic right here and get the carburetor fitting a little nicer. It's not bad. We really need to install the CVT to get our chain lined up, because that's going to dictate how in or out the engine is. But that's a cool look already. So for space reasons, we're going to use a clutch on this build, which is going to give this thing insane acceleration in the top half of the power band, which is not exactly what this bike needs, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. So right about here, this sprocket actually lines up with the rear sprocket very well, and there's still space to get the exhaust and the intake around the chassis. The big challenge is going to be refitting the shock. We have a valve cover in the way here, so we're going to need to cut out the battery box, which isn't really doing much anyway. And we can think about remounting the shock. Of course, the front of the engine needs to get suspended or reinforced as well. So we're going to come up with a new engine plate down here and then maybe even brace the engine from up top to the top of the chassis here. That'd be a really unique way to strengthen the engine while keeping the front of it exposed, and we might even still be able to fit the factory fairings back on when we're done.
This says bicycle on it.
Awesome. Well, that's what happens when you buy a $286 motorcycle.
So we're gonna cut this battery box out. We're gonna leave what holds the seat in place, but we need to get rid of it so we can scoot our engine back.
Sweet. It's actually not the engine back, but the shock is going to go there.
So we're going to be using a 12-tooth 35 chain clutch. Remember when they used to sell these at Tractor Supply and they were way overpriced?
Yeah.
And now they don't even stock them anymore.
Nope.
So. Yeah, but they're cheaper and still available at Go Power Sports, so that's why we like this one. But 35 pitch chain, we're going to need to convert the sprocket on the bike, but this should allow us to get nice and close to the engine, run a chain, be good to go. I see what you've done. You've attached an engine plate and you're going to weld it to the existing plate.
Yes.
Nice.
Which is going to raise it a little bit.
You ever owned a sport bike, Isaac?
Yeah.
Like what?
What do you mean like what? I've got a Buell Blast.
Does that count?
Why wouldn't it? It's a sport bike.
Isn't that a standard? Isn't that what's considered a standard?
Would
Maybe
it? What would be a standard? Oh,
like a CB would be
rather
a
than
standard.
metric. No, CB would be metric. No?
A sport bike, something that looks like that.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Your Buell Blast looks like that.
Yes. Dude, have you not seen pictures of a Buell Blast?
No.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, to me that looks very different. That looks like a CB to me. That looks like a standard, not a sport bike.
No.
Yeah. Well, when I say sport bike, I mean like a CBR or a GSXR or an R6.
So it's just missing the little belly pan. I've actually seen some with the belly pan.
All right, sport bike guys, let us know in the comments. Who's the crazy one?
So I've got the engine plate in place. I'm going to weld it to the original engine plate so we know exactly where this engine's going to be going. I'm going to just tack it in at the moment, and if it doesn't work out, we can always cut it out when we're sure. I hit it that time. Now we're going to have to figure out what to do with the intake and the exhaust.
With the engine moved where we need it to be, we can actually still fit the shock just by the skin of its teeth. That looks like it's touching.
It is. I got the engine all the way back.
So it should be still stiff enough for one adult. Not 440 pounds, but one adult is all we need.
So I think this upper shock relocation is actually going to work pretty good, dude.
Why do you figure that?
Well, because I already sat on it and it held my weight.
So you think that shock relocation is going to keep this whole chassis from folding up like a pretzel?
I didn't say the whole chassis. I was just thinking rear suspension.
That's a start. No matter what happens, this is a very cool look, and it's going to get even better when we put the fairing back on it.
All right, going to tack in the upper mount. Cover. So we took the rear tire off so we can work on adding a 35 chain pitch sprocket to this. So we've adapted the adapter for a 2-piece sprocket on here. Good job, John.
It may or may not survive. We're gonna find out.
It's gonna be fine. And I thought while I'm here, I might as well check to see why the bearings are squeaking the way they are. I've checked the axle. The axle appears to be perfectly straight. It's not wobbling. And I put the sprocket in. With the bolt in, I felt it bind up. So I think what I've got is the center spacer probably has an uneven cut. I'm gonna have to put it in the lathe to check it out. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. There it is. Look at that wobble. Yep. So because that spacer has that uneven wobble to it, it's causing the bearing to cock when we tighten it up, causing our squeakiness. So
I'd expect this out of a homemade build, but not something you buy at Amazon.
not only is this bent, but I think that the axle bolt might be bent too. Look at that. So I'm gonna chuck this thing up in the lathe and I'm gonna check it out too. So we gave ourselves a big sprocket here.
That thing is huge.
Yeah, well, you know, we got a big tall tire.
You know, it still might only go 30 miles an hour, but it's gonna get there so fast.
I think the gear ratio that we have, is there a governor in this engine?
I mean, it's 6,500.
I think it's good for probably 48 to 50.
I hope you're wrong, because 26 on this thing was sketchy.
Well, I know, this thing's gonna be scary. It's gonna be faster than what it was, I can tell you that. And I'm fine with faster, as long as it's not like crazy fast. It's gonna be pretty fast.
So 12 teeth up front, 74 in the back.
I just want it to go up there without interfering with like the swing arm and stuff.
Yeah, it's tight clearance.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, I think we're good. I tighten it up. It comes right off.
Sweet.
Now that we've got the engine situated, we've got to make some modifications to the frame. I don't recommend doing this because you're actually taking some of the strength out of your frame possibly. I think we're going to be doing this right. We're adding a little bit of this.
Why?
Because of the carburetor. So the carburetor is right in line.
That's horrible. Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to weld this in, which is going to allow us to cut this out. Then we'll plate it and we'll trim it, make it look pretty. And we're still going to be able to run our little mini-me right here. Little trimmage right here, but I think it'll be fine. And I'm thinking we're going to come out somewhere with the carburetor out back or something.
I'm glad you have an idea.
Or we can just come straight out. The only thing I'm worried about is foot peg.
Cover.
Don't give it too much.
So, Isaac, what you're telling me here is that we're compromising an already not very strong chassis.
We're making it stronger.
Yeah, I'm making it stronger.
So whatever happens, it's Luke's fault.
So we're strengthening it, right?
Well, so no, I wouldn't say we're strengthening it. We're
You literally said we were
modifying it.
strengthening it last night.
I don't know, man. The pipe that I just used, way thicker than the way.
It definitely is thicker material than what's on the frame. But even though it's thicker, we're putting a curve in it, which kind of makes it weaker.
If you say so.
We're not going to have a problem with this if anything breaks, I can tell you that. But we're cutting this out because we need to gain access to the carburetor or the intake runner on the engine. So we're modifying the frame by cutting this out. Here we go.
What I'm realizing about this chassis is that it's like, okay, so you got bits that have tubing, right?
Yes.
Like, well, up here.
Yes.
And it all joins at this stamped piece of steel?
Right.
What?
That's factory.
It's something.
Yeah, it's factory. It's gonna work. I mean, children ride them all the time.
We are just adult-sized kids.
Alright. Alright. Oh, look.
You can work with that.
I think we can.
There's a carburetor-sized hole there.
So the question is, how do we want to do this? Do we, because our foot peg is right below.
Right.
So I feel like we need to decide what we want to do with it. Like, do we need to make a curve that makes the carburetor go forward like this?
Ram air, huh?
Kind of a ram air. Do we want to go heated air right here, like between the exhaust?
And please no heated air.
Look, right there. Look, it works. Boom. So we just make an intake go into there, or...
He's being serious?
He is.
I am being serious.
Well,
I mean, it's not... Look.
What's the
even
word?
if
Ideal?
even if we have hot air intake, exhaust that is restrictive, this thing's going to have more power than we can use on this little bike.
Is that a good thing? That is
I mean,
a good thing.
I mean, how much horsepower is this?
15.
15, and how much torque?
Probably just as much.
I'm pretty gutsy on this thing. I can probably only put down probably 3/4 of what this engine is going to give. This thing's going to be a rocket.
Whatever you think, man.
All right. Anyhow, so we'll all vote on carburetor placement and exhaust stuff.
Sounds good. Well, you look just as funny.
Yep. Clearance.
If we kind of
You thought about having smaller feet?
All right, so I was working on this exhaust, about to modify it to run our 225 engine through it.
Performance dual exhaust.
It's going to sound so awesome. Now, I did find something out. Our little 49cc was breathing through a McDonald's straw over here, dude.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Dude, that is nothing.
It's like a half an inch.
If even. So, I'm going to be opening it up quite a bit, and I'm going to be getting this ready for our new engine on that frame.
Dude, it's gonna sound awesome.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's going to sound awesome. That 49cc sounds so good through this thing.
That's gonna be a doozy.
It's going to be a doozy. I'm going to run a risk of breaking the drill bit because the hole is already there. So I'm just going to try to hold her steady as best I can and drill. Got to weld up a hole on the opposite side, but you know.
Probably just freed up a horsepower.
A whole horsepower? No, sir. I just freed up at least 14.
All right. Well, how are you gonna get that? Oh, what is that?
It's my intake.
What?
It's,
What kind of exhaust flange is that? Is that a piece of square tubing welded to a flange?
Yeah. Since it was going sideways, I need to make that immediate turn. I went with square tubing.
Dude, that's more than a 90-degree turn.
Yeah, it is. And then you notice that I rounded the square tubing.
So how many horsepower are we gonna get out of that?
It's at least a 1 horsepower gain.
Gain.
It's tuned exhaust, okay?
Yep.
So we're going from a rounded hole into some square tubing, which is allowing some expansion and then recontraction, almost making like a turbo.
So you're telling me it's like an expansion chamber?
For gas engines, yes, it's proven to work.
Well, I mean, okay. You didn't have many other options. The cylinder head is up there, the chassis is here, our feet are right here, so that's about all we could do.
We could have cut the chassis on this side too, but I didn't feel like it.
Well, I'm curious to see how you finish this thing up, man.
I'm curious to see what it sounds like. It's going to sound so awesome. I figure it's going to be like the Engine Masters episode with the hammering of the collectors on the header on the small block Chevy. And Freiberger was like hammering on the exhaust runner, I'm sorry, the header itself. And there was very little horsepower loss with hammering the runners.
It's because it's the same interior volume. That is like sharp.
It's about the same interior volume.
Okay, we're gonna find out.
Yeah. All right, dude, I'm so ready to weld up this exhaust. This is the last piece right here that I've got to weld into place.
It's putting together like a jigsaw puzzle.
Exactly like a jigsaw puzzle. So, cover. Look at it.
Got that proud look to him. I mean, you know, it's unique, I'll give you that, and it's not going to burn our legs. So for those reasons, all right, there you go.
Intake's ready to go in.
What a beauty.
I'm struggling.
Struggle bus.
Oh.
Dude, the gasket fell down in the blower housing. Oh, you got it. Maybe we want a little silicone just to make it sticky. Are the intake manifolds on? Now it's just a matter of tightening down the carburetor. Looks pretty good. It's going to be out of the way of our feet, and we don't have a hot air intake.
So earlier we said that we needed to build something to support the engine from the top so it doesn't bend out of place and loosen our chain. I ended up whipping up this nice little bracket we're going to weld to the frame and the top of the engine plate, and
should do
the
it.
job. So let's get to it. Covered. Sliding in right there, and we are off of the gas tank.
Sweet.
Exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, now that this is reinforced, I feel a lot better about the chassis. And, you know, the swing arm is boxed in. It has nice tubing in some areas, but it's this stamp section, this side and the other side, is really what I'm worried about, especially when Ike gets that thing under load at high speed on the bumps.
Yeah.
So the power plant is fully installed. The welding is done. Let's get this thing looking back like a pocket rocket. Gonna install the fuel tank. That didn't really fit that well to begin with, did it?
No.
Fuel lines, and we can work on the fairing. That's gonna help a lot with the look.
You know what time it is?
It's time to turn this thing into a pocket rocket.
The pièce de résistance.
Of course. Wow, it's coming together right in front of my eyes. It's close, but no cigar.
I could probably force this side to fit, but I don't know. It just probably work better if I just kind of trim
It would look cooler too.
it out.
Yeah, yeah. I just think just nice
Yeah.
circle for the pull cover there.
Yeah.
How's it looking, guys?
Looking pretty good over here. I just need to find the bolts. We are right here, ready to try it out once again. And just show that these little bikes can actually be pocket rockets.
Dude, I am very impressed by the scale. Like,
Yeah, it actually turned out pretty good.
if Mini-Me rode motorcycles,
Oh,
it
this
would
would-
be this one.
This would totally be him.
Motorcycles. I just noticed that. Like, why does it just say motorcycles?
Twice.
No, 3 times.
3 times?
Motorcycles. Motorcycles.
Oh, yeah.
Motorcycles.
It does say it 3 times.
All right, man.
Yep.
Let's get our GSXR 225 down.
All right.
This bike looks awesome until you, like, see someone's knee height for reference.
Right.
It's not so good. What happened?
It's just chain's a little tight. I guess it'll loosen up pretty quick. Sure.
Did that suspension, like, near about bottom out but before?
Yeah.
So the front forks, they bottomed out beforehand.
I mean, they were pretty bad. Here we go. All right. So we got fuel in it.
We did.
Ready to fire it up and see what it does?
Let's hear this dual exhaust.
All right.
3
how many
poles,
poles?
huh?
1.
Still got 3.
Oh, yeah. There's 1. There's 2. Yep. It sounds nice. Let's go.
I need a helmet.
Yeah, you do. Sounds like if you caught. Sounds like what? Some washer just fell out of it. No, it didn't. You're fine. Wow, you can tell. It's running away on What's happening? Why is it running away on you? And where's all that smoke coming from?
Clutch. Right here. Look at the cable unraveling right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's the factory cable.
How is it unraveling there?
Yeah, I didn't even nick it there. I nicked it over at the carburetor.
Yikes.
It's starting to free up.
Don't say it.
Don't say what?
It'll be fine.
Oh, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, maybe
The
it,
kill switch works.
maybe it just got twisted up a little bit when, like, I don't know, the insert was being screwed on.
It does look kind of sweet though, I gotta admit. Yeah,
He's hitting bottom.
he got no problem with that.
This thing's fast.
Yeah, I can tell. Wow. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me.
Give him your phone before he does something crazy.
I haven't even been able to hit the top speed.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's the GPS. You are cooking.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Look at him bouncing. Looks like he's in Mario Kart. Just spread eagle on the GSXR 225.
Dude.
You look like you're ready for the Isle of Man.
Dude. This thing keeps leaving the ground.
I can tell.
It's got a good 15, 20 miles left in it, miles per hour left in it. So, 38.8.
39 miles an hour on a pocket rocket.
And it's got a good 10 to 15 miles per hour.
That's double what it was when we got it.
Yeah. This thing is
insane.
This thing is so sketchy.
Yeah, it looks pretty sketchy.
I haven't even come close to the top speed yet, so yeah, I think it's a heck of an improvement, and I don't think it was that bad to put in this bike.
Honestly, this engine fit way easier than I thought it would.
Yeah.
And it looks killer in there too. It actually it fills out the bike. It looks like it belongs.
Yep. You know, this would be a great one to take to paint swap meet.
Dude, it's awesome until you like try to fit on it, and then it's like the dumbest thing.
If we had more road, we could stretch that thing out. That thing will easily do 55 miles per hour.
He's fine.
Is he? He looks like he almost lost it. I think he's done.
No, he's not. He's not done.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, come on now.
I almost got you.
I was like, is he gonna stop?
40.4.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
He didn't look as fast on that last go.
So it definitely has more in it.
Oh, definitely.
It is so
Look,
sketchy.
the front brake is smoking, dude.
Yeah, he was trying his
Smoked
hardest
the
not
front
to hit the cameraman.
Dude, the brakes, the front brakes are not adequate.
No.
You squeeze them and it barely stops.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can at least lock the rears up.
All right, so what do you think of it, though?
Well, this is not a cornering machine, even if it looks like one, but we still got to send it around the Cars and Cameras Grand Prix just to see what kind of lap time it puts down on the board. So, see you boys at the shop. I would not stand in front of this thing. No, like, yeah. We're good.
Hot lap, huh?
The wheels are so small. Oh! Did we run out of gas?
I think I ran out of gas.
All right, getting fueled up with some Sunoco 95 octane Optima. Gonna hit it again. Here he comes. He's moving. Oh my goodness, look at all these leaves. Ride safe, buddy.
Pocket rocket. Oh.
Oh, you picked up all kinds of rocks. I'm telling you, this thing's ready for drag racing.
Woo! Sticky tires.
All right, I have your time right here. How'd it go, buddy?
Oh, it's okay.
Say a little worse than okay. You're on the ground.
I'm pretty tired. I'm ready to go home now. So overall, I think the bike did great. The shock relocation worked out perfect. The exhaust, fantastic. Overall, it's a pretty good bike, except for how sketchy it is to drive on this property.
So do we recommend a pocket rocket with a performance engine?
No.
I mean, if you're like to be that guy at car shows or swap meets that just loves attention and loves adrenaline, absolutely go for it. But do not put your kid on this thing.
No. I will say, I absolutely love it, even though it dumped me.
It is unique. It is very cool, nonetheless. Be sure to visit Go Power Sports for the Tillotson 225 performance engine to make your mini bike or go-kart fast.
And carburetor.
Isaac, you ran a 1:13.05.
Holy cow.
Putting you all the way down there.
I'm faster than private parts. I'm faster than the V8 go-kart.
That's right. On that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, the private parts mini bike, 115.15.
The mini bike.
The mini bike.
Yeah, private parts.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
She's attacked in 4 places. Ought to be pretty secure where she's at. Now we're going to have to figure out what to do with the intake and the exhaust. That's going to be fun. Meanwhile, you're going to be welding in the upper mount on the shock, right?
Yep.